The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
20. Regular. Hey, box truck.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check safety. Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
2nd and 11. Open man is Uzama. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Go!
On 1st down, Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Regular. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Chubb, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike, check. 59.
He'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run for it. Here's Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce.
That?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Win championships, baby. Watch the safety creep. '80 weapon. Boy, 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, Delta. Yeah. Hit it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding Green complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Rock it. Hey, Charlie. Hey. Hey, Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Back to throw here. Well, even after all those interceptions, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And the Browns first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Right here, guys. Fight. Smooth. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Let's go. Hey, wahoo. You got to step it up. 51, Mike. Mike 51. I got you.
Now back to throw. Green brings it in. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Switch. Spell. Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?